Chapter 1 is very short. I am going to try to print, but I'll always revert back to cursive. There are only a few main concepts in Chapter 1, and the first of those is the definition of chemistry. Chemistry is the study of the composition of matter and the changes that matter undergoes. That means we need to define a word that's in here, and that word is a composition. Composition means what matter is made up of. So chemistry studies what matter is made up of and the changes that matter undergoes. That's one definition down. Another thing that we need to discuss in Chapter 1 are the 5 branches. This is fair game for a quiz, so is the definition of chemistry. But there are 5 main branches of chemistry that you may choose to major in college. I'm going to expect you to know that. Each of those 5 and what each one can study. And I put an assignment related to this in Google Classroom for you. The first branch of chemistry is organic. Organic studies everything in chemistry that's carbon-based. Carbon-based. So fossil fuels, most medicines, almost every medicine that there is that's out there, all these kinds of things are going to be studied in organic chemistry. And then you have inorganic, which are non-carbon. I'll erase. I was told to try to improve my handwriting. Probably some of the most important things in here would be like water, acid-base chemistry, things like that would be in inorganic chemistry. So there's number 2. The third is going to be biochemistry. Many people that go into doctor, pre-med, pre-pharmacy, they go into biochemistry because this is the chemistry of living organisms. What chemistry is involved in, like the digestive system or breathing, or how even the respiratory system. When you're having a baby, what chemical changes are involved in that particular thing. If you take meds, what chemical changes occur throughout your body, because it doesn't just affect one part of your body. You know that if you take certain kinds of medicines, it's going to make you sleepy. You don't need to drive. If you take certain kind of medicines, they're going to interact if you eat certain foods or drink certain things. So there's chemical reactions that happen along that way, and biochemistry would study that. The fourth kind of chemistry is called analytical. Analytical chemists were made very famous by some TV shows called CSI. These are the guys that analyze like trace elements. These are the guys that work in the police labs or other places. They're the ones that work for the Transportation Safety Board. Or if you have an unknown sample and you want to get it analyzed, you're going to take it to these guys, and they're going to be able to tell you what's in or not in it. That's analytical chemist. And then the fifth branch, I really want to put it on this page, but the fifth branch is physical. This was what I majored in college. Physical chem bleeds over and studies energy changes associated with chemical reactions. This marries physics and chemistry together. So if there's an explosion or a detonation of some explosives, and they want to find out what kind of energy changes are going to be released, or in gasoline engines, how much heat is going to be released in that engine. Is it going to get too hot? Things like that. Or even in just small chemical reactions, how much heat or cold would be generated in this reaction. And we use these all the time. Lots of money has been made in hand warmers for hunters and things like that. Nothing more than a P-Chem person did that. So there you go, 5 types of chemistry and what they study. And the last thing that you need to be able to do is know the difference between pure science, and you probably already know this from other science classes, pure science and technology. Well, that looked just like a little kid wrote it. Pure science is science for knowledge itself. Technology is how can we use it. Okay, and that is chapter 1 in a nutshell. I'll have another video for you for chapter 2.